Hello everyone. So this is really one of my first live ones. So I've tried it before, but we are heading in with an OBS software. So I thought I'd give it a try. We're going to have a couple of different camera angles, so feel free. I'm going to play about with the light, etc. Okay, so bear with me, alright? And hopefully everything will go well. Okay, feel free to comment if anybody's here. Okay, so good to see you. Might need to turn the light around a little bit. Feel free to give any comments. Okay, we are back. I'm just seeing how much this lags. That's fine, so I can see on the other side. Okay, I can see that. So I'm just going to go ahead and babble basically. So feel free, alright, to pop your comments on. Okay, bear in mind, like I say, I am using this with OBS. So pretty much I'm just going to keep going, really. Okay, and you might see an edited version of this, you may not. Okay, so welcome to Was Cooks, welcome to our live feed. So today we are going to be talking a little bit about Korean cooking. Okay, I'm quite new to it, so I thought, as I'm a teacher, I quite like learning new things. So bellboys, if you're watching, hi. Hello to everyone at MFC and the Market Fields community. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good summer. Alright, if you fancy more of these, you know where to contact me, don't you? Okay, so why Korean cooking? Well, I was watching a programme with John Turode and about Korean cooking. Been doing that for a couple of weeks now. Liked it. I'm half Indian, so I like me spicy food. And pretty much I went and bought a book. Okay, now this one's seemed to be fairly good. Alright, I've had a quick look through it, so my next stage was, where do I get the ingredients? Okay, and that's the thing. Now I'm local to Colchester, so we have a Chinese supermarket, so I pop down there. Also, I've got a box of goodies here from an online supplier, okay, which I tend to use. They've got pretty much everything. It's a bit like a chef's, I don't know, you know, I'd be a bit sexy if I said ladies go shopping. Well, this is where chefs go shopping, or where cooks go shopping. How's that? Does that sound better? So, you know, I like buying new things, trying new flavours, definitely. So, Korean, what are my views? And this is just my view on Korean cooking so far, because obviously I've only cooked one recipe out of here so far, and I had a quick go with that, but I had some other stuff that I needed to use up, get my freezer a bit empty, so I had some ribs, so we put that with a broth last night with some ramen noodles, etc. So what I'm going to do is pretty much unpack the box that I've got and then pop in a transition so you can see a bit closer. So this is what I want to do with some of my cooking videos, is to make them look a bit better. obviously, we've been going about a year now, so I've done 150 videos, and pretty much, I'll probably do another little video on this, but pretty much all I used was a mobile phone and a cheap little tripod that I got off the internet. That was about a £5. So what can I say? Anyone can do it. Have a go if you want to. Have a go with your mates. Alright, I'm getting more and more into it, so I'm trying to do better videos as such. So I'm also on Instagram as well now, so you can have a look at Was Cooks on Instagram as well, if you like that sort of thing. If you don't, have a nice day. So we're going to transition now. I'm going to go to my second camera and going to take you through some ingredients. All right? Even if you haven't seen these before, they might interest you. Okay, I think everybody likes noodles or pasta of some sort, don't they? Yeah, so off we go. You'll still be able to hear me, and hopefully you'll be able to see second camera. So off we go. You are coming over now. And it worked. Alright, so I'm keeping that shut just because the reason that I'm not affiliated to anybody, but that is your online supplier, so I don't know whether I'm allowed to post things on here. So better get it that way. Okay, just in case. But if you did see them, I've found them to be a very good supplier. That's my view. Okay, so then, this is our book again. Alright, this is a Korean fashion designer and a husband who is an Irish chef. So, and they've won awards between them. Fairly good book, or I think at the moment, yeah. So fairly easy to read, gives you a little bit of the history of stuff, okay? And I think everybody's probably heard of kimchi if you've done any Korean cooking or been in a Korean restaurant. Kimchi is great for the gut, and the reason is because I want to get a bit healthier. Okay, so we'll keep going there. So that's our book. So pretty much, if you see any more videos of the next couple of weeks and they're spicy with noodles or with other stuff Korean based, this is where the credits come. I haven't just made up the dishes. They may not turn out the same as in here because I like to add different things, so you like to make it your own. And that's pretty much the love of cooking, isn't it? Okay, so what have we got? So let's start. So we've got some noodles first. Okay, so we've got some rice noodles or vermicelli noodles. So brown rice noodles, okay? I'm trying to keep quite healthy at the moment, so any white noodles I try and see if there's a brown version. I'll try them out. If they're not nice, they're not nice. Okay, so then we've got some ramen noodles. Now these are quite thin, a bit like the vermicelli noodles. So they're in between, they're really in between. So they're pretty much in between the vermicelli noodles and your normal noodles you get. So I'd say your egg noodles. Now, is there any egg in this? Wheat flour, water, salt. No, so there's no egg in this. Alright? When I went to the Chinese supermarket, there was loads of the ramen noodles, all different flavours, etc. Okay, so that's noodles. Have we got any other noodles? Yes. So I bought these. Now, these were for a special dish of cold noodles. Now these are sweet potato based. Okay, sweet potato vermicelli. And apparently they're a bit more healthier for you than the flour ones. Okay, so sweet potato. So I'm still sort of investigating in that. Obviously, if you want to know all your carbs and that, have a look on there. Okay, So I'm investigating these at the moment, or for myself, to see whether they are a bit lighter or better on my carb value than maybe flour-based ones. Okay. So let's see what else we've got in our little box. I'll take the noodles away. So you can see different sizes. I've not got any of the egg style noodles today. And I like me ramens. Went to Wagamama's the other day. That was really nice. I always like a bit of Wagamama's. So let's go to my favourite. This stuff. Gochujang. Okay. Now, this is probably the reason I'm into Korean cooking. Now, look at that. That's a chilli paste in there. And if you imagine fermented chilies or chili mixed with soya sauce, so it's got a deeper flavour in there. That's what this is. Have a check of that. It's really nice. Okay. So those you can use in your broths, etc. Okay, then we've got soya bean paste. Okay, so soya bean, tofu, etc. So these are used for your broths as well, obviously, and I'll tell you what else when I find out, pretty much. So brown paste. Now, pretty much these sort of things, definitely the gochujang I have seen in Sainsbury's, so you don't have to go to a specialist food market for that. If you go to a big supermarket, have a look in the specialist aisle, and sometimes they have it. Maybe somewhere like Waitrose and that, they'll have a bit more of these speciality ones. Don't cost too much. This one, I think this one was about just over £4. Okay, it lasts quite a while. Believe me, I put a teaspoon of that and it nearly blew me head off. So I've been told by the missus to maybe wind it down a little bit. Okay. We do like our spicy. Right. So then other stuff. So pretty much I had a look, what I did was I had a look through this recipe book and I found out that the stuff that they mostly use. Okay, seeing that toasted sesame oil was in it, okay, as a little flavouring or as a marinade. So that's our sesame oil. Alright, get what brand you like. Then we've got Korean chili powder. Okay, now I can't remember the name of that because I was reading it the other day. I think it was gochu powder. Okay, as in gochujang, but not. Okay, so then mirin for our sweetness or a vinegary. Okay, also, let's have a look. Some of the stuff, oh yes, I know I said I'd finish with the noodles, I knew I had another packet. So these are purple sweet potato. Now, the chefy side of me will just use these for colour, and they look nice. Yeah, I'm a bit of a tart in that way. So we're going to give those a go. Now my questioning is, sometimes when you have vegetables that are purple, like maybe Romanesco, and you cook it, or you have the broccoli and it still goes green. So I wonder if they go green. I'll tell you, I'll let you know. So for all my little students, looking at this label, how many minutes do you think we've got to cook these for? Yeah, okay. Right, I'm just going to double check, just to see if there is anybody online following this. No, nobody's on there. Fantastic, that's all right. I'm not making myself look an idiot in a load of countries. Right, so our next one, we've got some sesame paste. All right, now, haven't tasted this yet, like I say. You know what it's like, you have a little fluster online and you pick stuff. I like picking stuff that I've never used before. Okay, so sesame paste. My question is that going to be exactly the same as tahini, which I've got another jar of that in the cupboard, but don't tell the missus. All right, Right, so got some glutinous rice flour. Okay, now the reason I bought that is there's a nice crispy chicken recipe with gochujang, and it's like not a Kentucky fried, but I do like a bit of crispy chicken wings. So this crisps it up apparently, so got a little bit of that. Then we've got some black sesame seeds. Okay, black bean paste. Okay, pretty much like your black bean sauce. Years ago, I used to work in London in a place called Quags, and we used to soak all our own black beans. Incidentally, I met John Terode there on a staff party. He was the head chef at Mezzo, and I was one of the sous chefs in Quags at the time. So, and then we've got some black sesame paste. I think this was just a bit of a clicky buy. I thought I'd try that. What's it used for, black sesame paste? We're going to find out. We're going to find out together, aren't we? Do you like my t-shirt today? It's a bit inspirational. Get up and go. Okay, some dried mushrooms. Dried mushrooms are always good because you can have them in the cupboard, soak them down, and then you're done. All right. Whereas if you've got them in the fridge, they will go up. So if you only cook at weekends, use some of those. And they were only about £3.50. Right, what else have we got? What's in my bag? Okay, and then I've got some sweet potato powder because that seemed interesting. So possibly use that for a bit of starch. Looking at that, you know, we're all getting away from carbs or from potato, etc. So don't know whether this will be healthier. I've got a friend at work who's gluten free, so I wanted to have a go at some gluten free for him. So Mark, this one's for you. I'll be feeding you when I get back. And then we've got some rose bean curd, so I'm going to use that. Okay, and then sorry, that's just a random lot of gram flour because I ran out while making some bargies. Okay, so that's pretty much taken us through everything. All right. So what's your view on that? Do you like Korean food? I thought I'd give it a try. Okay, so thanks very much everybody for watching, and I hope this didn't bore you too much, but let's go and find out, go and have a look, and I've got 150 other videos, so if you fancy that, go and give my other ones a go, and don't forget to, is it down there? Subscribe.